What we need is not more medication, but more education, because the best prescription is knowledge. This is Exposé coming to you live from Lagos, Nigeria, every Monday on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook simultaneously. I'm your regular host, Tony Akinyemi. Don't forget, what we need is not more medication, but more education, because the best prescription is knowledge.
Hello and welcome. This is Exposé with Tony Akinyemi, and my name is Tony Akinyemi. I'm your regular host as we continue in this series on teas and spices. Last week, we brought to you 3 different types of teas made from the same type of tea leaf. Green tea, which is unoxidized and minimally processed. Oolong tea, which is mediumly processed. And then we have black tea, which is fully oxidized tea leaf. And we also showcased the health benefits derivable from each and every one of them. And I asked you last week to try at least 1 or 2 of them. I specifically recommended green tea and oolong tea. And I hope you have feedback for me today. So let's engage in the chat room today as I continue to see your post in there. And if you liked what you heard last week and like what you're going to hear this week, also don't forget to give us a thumbs up. If you are yet to subscribe to this channel, please go ahead and just click on the subscribe button and also click on the notification bell so that subsequent episodes that come up, your device will notify you. Today, we are going to start with tea number 4, which is white tea. Of course, last week we discussed black tea, so it's appropriate for us today to discuss white tea. Now, white tea is the least processed of all tea types and is made from young tea leaves and buds. The young buds that are just springing out of the plant and the young leaves. It also offers a lot of health benefits. It's equally high in antioxidants or antioxidants, as the case may be, depending on which type of the globe you live. White tea may also help to combat aging, to help you to age gracefully. It, of course, also reduces inflammation in the body and has been touted to support cardiovascular health as well. And it may help to lower cholesterol. Now, also have antibacterial properties. Some people also suggest that it may have antiviral properties as well. And it can help to improve skin health. And it may also have calming effects to calm your nerves and calm you down. And maybe also help you to sleep better. White tea also supports brain health and cognitive function. It equally supports digestive health and reduces bloating. How does it promote healthy skin, by the way? It does so by reducing the appearance of wrinkles. What a wonderful tea white tea is. That's another type of tea I suggest you begin to enjoy from now on. Tea number 5 is Pu-erh tea. I really sometimes don't know how to pronounce it. Pu-erh. That is the name of the 5th tea. And it's a fermented tea that undergoes unique aging process. And that makes it to result in a very robust flavor. It also offers a lot of health benefits, by the way. Pu-erh tea can aid digestion. It can reduce bloating and thus supporting gut health. It can improve metabolism as well, and that way it can help you to burn excess fat and lose weight. It may also help to lower cholesterol and promote heart health. It reduces inflammation. It has anti-inflammatory properties. It also is packed with antioxidants, just like the previous ones we've discussed. And it can also help to promote, a healthy skin by reducing the appearance of wrinkles on the skin. The sixth tea to talk about is another very popular one. Many of you have heard about the medicinal wonders that this tea can be. Oh, and what is that tea? That is matcha. Matcha tea. M-A-T-C-H-A. Matcha. It's a powdered form of green tea made from shade-grown tea leaves. Tea leaves grown in the shade. And it is powdered instead of being left as loose leaves. It is made into powder. So on the surface, it may look like barley grass powder or wheatgrass powder, but it's actually green tea that is powdered. It's called matcha. Now, it's extremely rich in antioxidants, especially catechins, EGCG, like I mentioned last week. It can boost metabolism, so it can help you to burn excess calories, burn excess fat in your body, so it can help to support weight loss. Matcha tea enhances mood. It enhances concentration and thus helping mental focus. Of course, it contains a little bit of caffeine. Maybe that's why it can help to awaken you, as it were, and jumpstart your day. It provides a more sustained energy boost due to its unique combination of caffeine and a particular amino acid known as L-theanine. And you see, there's a balancing effect between the two. Caffeine is a stimulant, but L-theanine is a relaxant. So the two are present in matcha green tea. And so it can boost energy on the one hand, and it can also relax you on the other hand. So it doesn't allow the effect of caffeine to be felt so much in your body, whereas the caffeine content can, enhance your mood, boost your concentration and your mental focus. The L-theanine can help to relax you. Now, there is a particular product that is a combination of GABA, another type of amino acid, GABA, and L-theanine, which actually helps, anxiety, to calm down those who are experiencing anxiety. So you find this same L-theanine that is present in matcha. Matcha green tea also helps to reduce inflammation, and it can also lower cholesterol, thus supporting heart health or cardiovascular health. It can also help to promote healthy skin by reducing, the appearance of wrinkles. So you can see that, all these different types of teas, they tend to offer similar health benefits in some ways, and then unique health benefits. In other words, health benefits that are unique to each tea. There are those health benefits that are common to virtually all of them. For example, all the ones we have discussed so far are all bubbling with antioxidants. They have anti-inflammatory properties. They can, rev up your metabolism. They can support cardiovascular health and what have you. But some of them also give you skin, health effects as well. Some have antimicrobial properties, antibacterial, antiviral, and some also improves your digestion. Some improve cognitive function as well. Okay, so we have discussed 6 different teas so far. I want you to start taking notes so that you can tell me which one is your favorite among all the different ones we are discussing. The number 7 tea that we'll be discussing, it has a name that is Spanish in origin. It is spelled Yerba and then Mate, Yerba Mate. In English, it is pronounced Yerba Mate, but I think in Spanish they call it Yerba Mate. That's a type of tea. It's a traditional South American drink, and it's made from the leaves of the plant with the botanical name Ilex paraguariensis. That's the botanical name. They make this tea from that particular, the leaves of that particular plant, Yerba mate. And it has so many wonderful health benefits. It's also rich in antioxidants as well as many other nutrients. It can also help to boost your metabolism and support weight loss. It has anti-inflammatory properties to reduce inflammation in the body. It can also promote healthy skin by reducing the appearance of wrinkles. Then, of course, it can lower blood pressure, thereby supporting heart health. Meanwhile, yerba mate also contains a little bit of caffeine, and other compounds. And this is why it can also help to boost your energy and enhance your focus. And some people say that it also helps them in physical performance. Maybe when they are working out in the gym or they are involved in different kinds of sports, it can enhance their physical performance. Or maybe also physical performance in the other room. All right, that's yerba mate tea. Tea number 8 for our conversation on Exposé is a group of teas. They are known as herbal teas. And we'll be spending a lot of time to talk about herbal teas in general. Okay? Now, herbal teas are not technically tea, as they are made from infusing herbs, fruits, or even flowers in hot water. They are called teas, quite all right, but they are technically not teas, but we call them herbal teas. They are made from a variety of plants, herbs, and flowers. They are typically caffeine-free, and they can offer a range of health benefits depending on the ingredients found in different types of herbs or flowers that are used to make those herbal teas. We're going to be sharing a list of popular herbal teas along with their potential health benefits when we come back in the second episode of today's edition of Exposé with Tony Akinyemi, as well as in subsequent episodes. So don't go away. I will be back very shortly after this brief break, and we'll start talking about herbal teas, quite a number of them. I'll be back shortly.
Meet Emily. She is passionate about living a healthy life, but finds it difficult to access information on health and wellness.
Cancer is survivable.
That is until she discovered the online healthy living training offered by Reverend Tony Akinyemi on lms.rafainstitute.org. The online healthy living training program is a comprehensive interactive course that covers topics such as nutrition, fitness, stress management, and mental health. The course is designed to provide participants with practical tips and strategies to improve their health and well-being. Emily is now equipped with the knowledge and skills she needs to live a healthy life. Join Emily and countless others in living a healthy life by signing up for the online healthy living training program today.
Welcome back. This is still Exposé with Tony Akinyemi, and we are discussing teas and spices. But in the first part, we are focusing on teas. I have discussed 8 different types of teas, starting from last week till today. We looked at green tea. We looked at black tea. We looked at oolong tea. We looked at white tea. We looked at uh, Pu-erh tea. That's the one I find difficult to pronounce. Pu-erh, Pu-erh tea. And then we looked at matcha, green tea, matcha tea. And the seventh one we looked at was Yerba mate. Then the eighth one is actually a group of teas, which we call herbal teas. And so in this second half of today's episode, I'll be starting to chronicle one after the other the different herbal teas out there, which you can enjoy, as well as their health benefits. And well, if they do have, I will also let you know their contraindications. So the first herbal tea to talk about today is chamomile tea. Some people call it chamomile. It is spelled Chamomile. Some people spell it Ca. They eliminate the H. Whatever. Just pronounce it chamomile tea or chamomile tea. It has wonderful health benefits. And the most well-known benefit of chamomile tea is probably something you can suspect from the name chamomile. That means it can make you calm. So it reduces anxiety. It promotes relaxation. It can help with insomnia. It can improve your sleep quality. It's one of the teas I recommend for those who are dealing with insomnia, inability to fall asleep quickly, and inability to stay asleep for long enough to be refreshed, rejuvenated, ready for a new day's work. All right, chamomile tea. Now, normally what I do is to recommend that, okay, if you're experiencing mild insomnia, just take a walk towards the evening, mild, moderate exercise, all right, brisk walking, or you can do skipping ropes, or gentle bounce on your trampoline, or any kind of different things that you want to do. Or you can go into your, far infrared sauna, spend 15 minutes to 20 minutes to 30 minutes, depending, and sweat it out. And immediately after that, you get under your shower. If you're suffering from insomnia, that is, sleeplessness, get under your shower and do alternate warm and cold shower. Alternate warm and cold shower. What do I mean by that? If you have a shower that has warm water and cold water, you can turn your shower to warm water. After being under the sauna, or after your exercise, after sweating, you get into your shower, you turn the shower into warm water. You begin with warm water and let it run over you, pour over you, and then you switch to cold water to the level of coldness that you can tolerate, particularly if you live in temperate regions. During winter, the water from the shower can be so cold, freezing cold, that you may not be able to tolerate it. So you turn it from warm to the level of cold that you can tolerate. But those of us who live in the tropics, the coldest of the coldest we can tolerate, because it doesn't get too cold, to be tolerable. So your shower, you turn it from warm to cold. Maybe it runs on you warm for about 10 seconds or 15 seconds. Then you turn it to cold and let it run on you for about 10 seconds. Then you turn it to warm. Then you turn it to cold. You alternate like that, warm and cold and warm and cold. The rule is that you start with warm and you must end with cold. So after doing your alternate warm and cold shower, the third stage is for you to go and take your chamomile tea without sugar, without any sweetener. I like just brewing it like that. Just take the tea bags, or if you have the loose flowers or leaves, just put them in your teacup and add hot water. But if this tea bag is a lot easier, just put it in your hot water before you enter your shower. Put the tea bag in hot water to be brewing. By the time you come out of your shower, you just take your warm chamomile tea, and then you brush your teeth and rinse your mouth with your mouthwash, and you tuck yourself into your bed with very good temperature in your bedroom. Switch off all the lights, make the place as dark as possible, and you will sleep off. It's a remedy for insomnia. Okay, of course, If you don't have chamomile tea, there are alternatives. You can juice celery, for example, and fresh apples. Don't buy store-bought apple juice. Just juice your own fresh apples, organic apples, and then also juice organic celery and mix celery juice half a glass plus freshly made apple juice half a glass. So it's celery apple juice. You mix them 50-50 and you can drink a glass after your shower, and then you brush your teeth, rinse your mouth, and go to bed in a dark, well-controlled climate room. Not too hot, not too cold. All right, so let me go over that again. If you want to address insomnia, sleeplessness, number one, exercise to sweat or go into your sauna to sweat. One of the two. Number two, go into your shower and do an alternate warm and cold shower. And number three, take your chamomile tea or your celery apple juice combination. Number four, brush your teeth, rinse your mouth with your appropriate mouthwash, non-alcoholic based mouthwash, okay? Maybe glycerin based mouthwash, or you can do oil pulling, or you can use any type of natural mouthwash that you make at home, homemade, and then you switch off your light, make sure your room is well cooled and not too hot, not too cold, appropriate temperature that will make you sleep well. Cool is better though. And then lie down, switch off all light, make everywhere dark, and sleep off. And the next thing is, and when you wake up, you'll be so refreshed and relaxed. Okay, because chamomile tea as well as celery, they reduce anxiety, they promote relaxation, they improve sleep quality. Now, in addition, chamomile tea can also alleviate digestive issues such as bloating and indigestion. It can also boost the immune system, it can reduce inflammation and soothe skin irritations. In fact, in women, chamomile tea can also reduce menstrual pain. Yeah, menstrual pain. It also has many other benefits such as, antioxidant property, antimicrobial property, pain relieving property, liver protecting property. Chamomile tea may also be anti-allergic. In other words, it can help you to address, allergies. Some studies also suggest that it may have anti-cancer properties. Of course, blood pressure lowering properties. Now, anything that calms you down and makes you sleep well will very likely lower your BP, by the way. So you can see that chamomile tea is loaded and it's available everywhere. Everywhere. You can go to any good supermarket anywhere and obtain your chamomile tea and enjoy all of these wonderful, wonderful benefits. Okay, so let's go on to the next tea, which is peppermint tea, number 2 on our herbal teas list. The first herbal tea we have discussed is chamomile tea. The second one is peppermint tea. I was telling somebody the other day who was telling me about indigestion and all of that. I said, go and get peppermint tea and brew it, and instead of drinking cold water with your meal, take this lukewarm peppermint tea with your meal, and it will aid digestion. He said, peppermint tea? I've never heard about that before. I thought it's only peppermint, what we call sweet in Nigeria, that people lick, to aid flatulence and what have you, and to aid digestion. I said, no, there's peppermint tea. Go to any supermarket and ask for it. You will find it. It offers many health benefits. It can aid digestion. It can help to relieve digestive discomfort, such as bloating, such as gas. If you have a lot of gas, take peppermint tea. It can improve focus and mental clarity. It can even alleviate headaches and migraines. Okay? It can as well freshen your breath and promote, oral health. That's why most, different things that they use for mouth fresheners, have mint in them. All right. You can also relieve nasal congestion. Peppermint tea. All right. So it's something you may want to consider and add to your regimen of teas. The third herbal tea we are going to talk about is ginger tea. Ginger tea. But let me say that, I do not recommend the ginger teas that are packaged and sold out there. Many of them have been over sweetened. I don't know whatever they use to sweeten them. I would suggest that you make your own ginger tea at home. Now, to prepare your ginger tea is simple. Just get fresh ginger and slice them. You may want to peel if it's not organic, but I suggest you get organic ginger, and then you can cut it into slices, okay, and put it in water, and then simmer it for 10 to 15 minutes. Some people like to juice the ginger. If you have a good juicer, they juice it, and the ginger juice, they just pour it into their teacup and add hot water. All right? But you can, if you don't have a juicer, you can just slice the ginger, put it in water, simmer it on low heat, 10 to 15 minutes, then strain the tea. And all you need to do is to add a little bit of lemon to taste, and then maybe sweeten with honey or maple syrup or date or stevia, as the case may be. That's how to make your own homemade ginger tea using fresh organic ginger. All those ones in packets out there, I don't vote for them. So that's my suggestion. Now, so what are the health benefits of ginger tea? Well, it has anti-inflammatory properties. It helps to reduce inflammation and consequently may help to reduce pain that may be due to inflammation. Okay? The active ingredient in ginger is gingerol. Okay? Now, apart from the anti-inflammatory properties that ginger possesses, it may also help to reduce muscle pain. It can alleviate nausea and vomiting, especially during pregnancy. In fact, that's the most prominent, the most popular, benefit derivable from ginger that I know. Helping with nausea and vomiting, particularly morning sickness for pregnant women. And it's not contraindicated in pregnancy. A pregnant woman can take ginger. There's no problem with that. When I suggest a recipe for, smoothie, particularly for those who want to balance their hormones, those who are experiencing, these female issues, fibroid, and all of that. And I give them a recipe for their smoothie. I include things like avocado pear, tiger nut milk, and I make sure I smuggle in ginger, depending on the size of the ginger, maybe a quarter ginger, or half a ginger, or a whole ginger, depending on the size. Okay, the whole idea why I always include ginger in that recipe is to prevent nausea. Because some women will tell me, I don't like avocado. Once I eat it, it makes me feel like vomiting. So I just make sure I include ginger because of its, ability to alleviate nausea and vomiting. And so it helps to balance things out. It helps you to take your avocado without feeling nauseous. Ginger tea can also help to improve digestion and reduce bloating. It can boost the immune system. It can help to fight off infections. It can lower blood sugar levels to a certain degree. And it can also improve heart health. So ginger tea is one tea that you may want to try. It's one of the herbal teas that will help tremendously to deliver on its promises. All right, this is how far we can go today on Exposé with Tony Akinyemi. I'm your regular host, and I thank you for joining me once again this evening. Keep it in with us, same platform, same time, 8 p.m. West African time next week, by God's grace. And don't forget that what we need is not more medication, but more education. For the best prescription is knowledge. And I pray that before this month comes to an end, you will have an outstanding testimony to the glory of God. Your dreams will come true. The Lord God Almighty will look upon you favorably. He has blessed you with all spiritual blessings. May He will help you to translate those spiritual blessings into tangible blessings that you can see with your eyes and men can notice and know that you are blessed indeed. In Jesus' name. Have a terrific week. God bless you, and I love you very much.
Meet Emily. She is passionate about living a healthy life, but finds it difficult to access information on health, and wellness.
Cancer is survivable.
That is until she discovered the online healthy living training offered by Reverend Tony Akinyemi on lms.rafainstitute.org. The online healthy living training program is a comprehensive interactive course that covers topics such as nutrition, fitness, stress management, and mental health. The course is designed to provide participants with practical tips and strategies to improve their health and well-being. Emily is now equipped with the knowledge and skills she needs to live a healthy life. Join Emily and countless others in living a healthy life by signing up for the online healthy living training program today.